Guys, welcome back to Chasing Moonlight Farm. I'm Renee, and today we're going to talk about all things chickens. We're going to raise meat birds in our backyard this year, and I want to show you how you can do it too. First things first, we're going to talk about brooder setups and what to do on the day those chicks arrive. So let's get started. Okay, so the first thing you're going to need when you're raising chicks in your house or even outdoors is a good brooder setup. And one thing we used last year that was super simple, and actually we got this idea from Kevin at Living Traditions Homestead, is to use Rubbermaid tubs. And they were awesome. We got 3 of the very large. They are 50-gallon, it says. They had lids, and what we did was leave about 2 inches of the lid, and then we cut out the entire center of the lid and zip tied chicken wire on it so that it could still fit on, but it was open, it was ventilated, so that they worked perfectly. So we used 3 of these. I literally had them in my utility room. I had layer chicks, meat chicks, and ducklings all side by side in my utility room. So it does work, and you can do it. It just takes a little patience because it was a tiny space, and they do smell if you don't keep them good and cleaned out. So we cleaned them out every 3 days or so. We had pine shavings in there. We would add to it, and then every 3 or 4 days we would scoop the whole thing out and clean the whole thing out. So they had fresh bedding every 3, maybe 4 days at the most. You're going to want some lamps. These are basically just a Tractor Supply version. Actually, I might have gotten these off of Amazon. These are brooder lamps, but I'll warn you, they get super hot, and we had an incident last year where we were hanging them over like we're supposed to, never inside the brooder. It was hanging above the brooder, but it touched one of the corners and it melted it. So we had to be really careful with those indoors. I don't like them, and we're going to use a new brooder light this year, and I'll tell you about that in a minute. You're also going to want some feeders and waters, and when they're little tiny, they really only need something like this, or if you have a whole bunch, like we're going to have 40, we'll use these big 7-pound feeders and this medium-sized water, 5-quart, in their brooder. And then as they get bigger, you'll need to buy some bigger ones. This is a 3.5-gallon water, and then the 10-pound feeders. Each of our tractors outdoors will get 1 water and 2 feeders. So we have plenty of food for them. It's pretty simple. Some of these are really easy. You can buy these little bases at Tractor Supply and then just use a mason jar. And this can be it's mainly for water. And then again, Tractor Supply sells these. Now we use these a lot, but we left them open because our ducklings kept getting their heads stuck in there. It was so cute, but not a good thing. So inside, that's all you really need is a place and a heat lamp and a tub and some feeders, and you're good to go. Now this year though, we're doing something a little different. This is our brooder setup for this year. Okay, so one reason we really wanted to come outside this year to brood our chickens is because it was loud, and our utility room is tiny, and we knew we were going to wait until fall so we wouldn't have to deal with the cold of May, getting them in May. Most people get them in May or June. Last year we got them in June, and it was still honestly in the 60s at night, and they need like 95, 98 degrees for the first 3 weeks. So we really didn't have a good way outside to keep them, to brood them for the first 3 weeks. So this year we waited until August when the nighttime temps are they're in the 70s, but at least out in this shed, which we cleaned out, we can run a cord to the lamp, to the heat lamp, so that they will have they'll have heat and protection, and we'll have them out of our utility room. So that's going to work out fine, I think. And this is the lamp we're using. I'll show you a little bit more about that in a second. So I'm going to put that in the box. But this is our brooder this year. We used this last year for our ducklings, and literally they were on our back porch in this brooder until they were, I think, 6 weeks old, until they were big enough to integrate with our regular flock. But this is literally plywood. My husband made this. It's 5x5, just a 5x5 plywood box with ventilation holes cut out. And if your chicks are outdoors, I suggest using hardware cloth. Chicken wire is going to leave a big hole, and anything more than an inch leaves them open to being eaten by predators. So any mice, raccoons, possum, snakes can get in there and get to them, or at least grab them. They'll grab through the holes and pull their head off if they can't get through it themselves. So hardware cloth is your best way to go. And this is a 1/2 inch, little 1/2 inch squares on that. Yeah, it's just a big square, 5 by 5 or so. It opens on both sides, and this should fit 40 Meatbirds really, really well. I hope. Let's hope. until they are 3 weeks, and then they will go out to our yard somewhere out there, and I will show you all that a little bit later. But yeah, we keep our feed in here in a trash can. We get from a local farmer some non-GMO feed. You want to make sure it has a cover so it keeps animals out and bugs out, and you also want to make sure they have some grit. We'll talk more about their food and their grit and all of that when they get here. We always use pine shavings, but I tell you what, there's got to be a cheaper way. This can get expensive. Straw is another option. I've even heard of rice hulls. So if you can get some rice hulls, if you live near a chicken processing plant, I believe they use rice hulls on their like floors and stuff, and you might be able to get it in bulk. So yeah, that's it for our brooder setup. We're excited to get those baby chicks, and they're so cute and fluffy, and our kids are looking forward to it, so we can't wait to get them. So yeah, let's go get them. So the chicks are coming, my husband's bringing them, and we have the brooder all set up and ready to go, and I'll show you that right now. Okay, so we have our brooder set up. We did have to drop our light down in there because it really wasn't getting warm enough. They need to be about 98, 99 degrees during the day, and it's really, really rainy, so we want to make sure this room stays really, really warm and really dry. Dry bedding, pine shavings down. We have a 5-quart water that's filled with water, and I'll just grab this jar real quick. It's empty now, sorry about that, but it's yellow. This is called Broiler Booster. It's from McMurray Hatchery. We used it all season last year with our Meatbirds. They did really well. It was really hot, so it was like an electrolyte mix. And can you open that door, Naomi? And they did great on it. We have our feed ready. This is Medicated chick starter. We'll leave them on that for about 10 days, and then they'll come off that and go on a regular grower feed, from a non-GMO grower feed from a local feed farm, actually. So we have it all ready to go. So let's see if they're here. Okay, they're here. Here they are. Okay, uh-oh. We need a knife. Oh, here we go. Can you clip that open, Naomi? She's a little excited. Just snip open that, and we're gonna get them out of here and dunk their beaks in the water. They don't really know how to drink, so we kind of have to show them that. Okay, let's hope that everybody's alive in there. Here, right here. Let's take that off. Let's look, let's take a peek. Let's get some good light. It's hard to get a good light in here. Aren't they sweet? Hi, little fluffy butts. Okay, let's get them out. Okay, lift this up. And do you remember how to dunk their beaks, Naomi? Come on, little guys. Just look how tiny they are. Oh, here's some light. There we go. We're just gonna dip their little beak so they know where the water is. Go ahead, Naomi. Grab a chick. Hurry up. And hold it tight.
Those hands.
We want to do this quickly, honey, because they've been on a long, long journey to get here, and we want to make sure we dip their beak. If you can hold it with one hand and kind of dip their head. This might be too big for them. I don't know if they can reach this. I don't know if they can reach this. We might have to switch out waters. I forget how tiny they are. Just, I don't think so. No. Okay, watch out. Don't let them climb out. Okay. Can you get in there? Can you get in there? Come on, little guys. Come on, little guys. We might have to do, I don't know. That's not filling up. There we go. They are so cute. Oh, let's don't stand in it. No, no. Silly chick. There, guys. You gonna come check out the food? Gonna come check out the food? Oh, that one's trying to peek out. I'll grab him. Oh, you little stinker! You're standing on the others. You're trying to make your escape, aren't ya? All right. Dip your beak.
Oh, they're all sleeping.
Get out of there. Why are you in it? Okay, this is not going to work. So as soon as hurry up, please. As soon as we dip their beaks, we need to get them a different water because this is way too big for them. All right, let's peek at the other side. They come in two sides. So we got 40 chicks. Probably may have an extra in here.
Oh, stop it.
They ship these so well. Remember to dip their beaks. Don't leave it open too much because I'm afraid they'll climb over each other. Here, why don't we lift that and put it on the floor here?
This?
Yeah, let's put that down on the floor. Just, okay, shut the lid on that side and hold it closed with your finger while you lift it. You can stick your fingers, yeah. You guys, this is like giving birth. You kind of forget year after year. You kind of forget year after year what you're supposed to do. So I just totally didn't think about that, them crawling into that big water, but they did. And so I had to switch them out. So we've got 2 small jar waters now. And look, they already have bedding all in this one.
They all love it.
Which is normal, you guys. You just have to be watchful to clean them out. Clean the waters out good.
They keep on stepping in their water.
That's fine though, they're not getting wet.
They got stuck.
In these?
Yeah, one couldn't get her leg out, so I had to get her out of it.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh, you need to come over here.
Go that way.
Go that way. And they're huddled over there under the lamp.
Oh, they're all huddled
But look how healthy they are, you guys. They're running around. Nobody, I don't think so far anyone looks weak or sickly.
Take a look at this one.
Isn't she sweet, Naomi? I know.
I don't want to get rid of her.
We did. You have the option to order, here, I didn't dip her beak. Hang on.
Okay.
You have the option to order all males or all females or mix, and we ordered all males, but usually they throw in a couple of extras that are females, which is fine.
I don't want to kill her.
I don't mind that. But these guys look so healthy.
So cute.
Any weak ones, Naomi? Do you see any that are just looking sad? This
No.
little guy.
They're all, most of them are straight.
Come on, little guy. Now you're fat. You're fat. Get your beak in there. All right.
There are 2 that were trying to.
They're warming up under the lamp over there. That's probably a little close. I might have to lift that up. Get his beak wet. Don't forget. Okay. Hurry up, please. Oh, we got a lot more to go here.
What is this?
You know what? These guys also, they grow so fast. Oh. They go, oh, sorry, got the camera hung on your hair. They grow so fast. In a couple of weeks, these guys are going to be humongous. Hi, little man. Hi, little man. Listen to you. Do you want some food? Can you eat the food? Oh my gosh. One more, last one, and it looks so healthy. Did we actually count, Naomi? Oh, 3 more. Last couple going in. Time for some water, little guys and girls. Get your water. All right, you guys, they're here. Okay. They're beautiful. They are so fluffy. We're probably gonna add another light. But we've got some running around drinking. We have some under the lamp. Some are trying to peck at the feed. Are you hungry?
Trying to jump in the feed.
They're walking in the feed, yeah.
They're like obstacle course.
Obstacle course, yeah. Okay, guys, that's it. That's our setup.
Yes,
you know, it'll be tweaked as we go along. If the light needs to be added, then we'll add light. If they need more waters, we'll add more waters. This is one of those things that's not, you know, this is the way you do it. You troubleshoot and you solve the problems as they come up. That's what, you know, farming is really all about. So these little guys are just one more step in our food security. Look at this little guy carrying that piece of wood.
Where?
Or that piece of pine shaving. Oh, you missed it. It was so cute. He was walking around with it in his mouth. But this is one more, like I said, this is one more step in food sustainability for us. These little guys will grow so fast. They are bred from Plymouth Rock and Cornish. They're a cross, they're a hybrid, and they're bred to be really super fast growing. They're bred solely for meat, honestly. They would not survive past probably 10 or 11 weeks without problems because of their fast growth rate. And you know, they were bred for the freezer. Okay, one last note about these little chicks. We got these from Whelp Hatchery. I think they're in Iowa, if I'm not mistaken. They traveled a long way, but you guys, they look so healthy. And they did last year too. We ordered from Whelp last year. That's WELP. And I will download, or I will attach a link in the description down below so you can check them out. They're very inexpensive, and they're chicks for us. I mean, I know this is only our 2nd year, but for us, they have just been really super healthy. Like I said, last year we didn't lose any. I think, you know, part of that can be attributed to, you know, we tried really hard to keep them healthy, but we felt like we didn't really have to try that hard because they came to us so healthy and energetic and full of life. So, you know, you want a hatchery that, you know, they say it's common to lose some birds in the first day or two, and we may still. And if we do, that's okay. That's why you order a little extra, just in case. But again, it does matter. You can't always, oh, they're going to sleep under the light. It's absolutely adorable. Let me show you. They're going to sleep under the light. Anyway, it's absolutely important that you have a reputable hatchery, and we really feel like Whelp is a good one. So thumbs up. We'll check back in a week or so and let you know about any losses and anything we're changing to keep these chicks nice and healthy. Thanks. Bye.